Hello, thanks for watching our video today, and we're going to be talking about the topic of why do you want to be a leader? And I think just as basic and as simple as that question is, it's where we need to start. Why are you pursuing this as an opportunity for yourself and for everybody that you're going to impact as a leader? I've done this a long time, over 20 years. I've been a college marching band director and a high school marching band director and done lots and lots of staff interviews when we're selecting student leaders. And every single time, this is the question, almost always the very first question I ask a student in the leadership process, whether that's going to be on our application that they fill out a written response or in the in-person live interview, and sometimes in both scenarios, the written application and the in-person interview. I'm asking, I want to know, why do you want to do this? And I'm really listening very carefully about what their answer is. And I want to know, are they speaking from their heart? Are they speaking from their mind? Is it both? I'm trying to get a sense of just where their head is and their heart is on why they want to do this. Because I want leaders who are in the program for the right reasons. They're going to be under a lot of pressure. People are going to be looking up to them, and they're going to need to be able to be in it for more than just themselves. So I'm trying to discern what is their motivation. And then I'm also kind of measuring that against what I know about them already. You know, one of the things to understand if you're trying to be a leader in your band is that the interview and the audition process has already begun. It began all last season, and if you're an upperclassman, the seasons before that, we're trying to evaluate who are the helpers in the band, who are the people that others look up to, who are the ones that are the problem solvers. And so I'm trying to measure how they answer the question, why do you want to be a leader, against what I've seen them do time and time again, and how does that stack up? I do believe that people can change and people are trying to grow and get better. So if you've made mistakes in the past, it's not a jail sentence that you're never going to be a leader in the band. But I want to see an acknowledgement of, I'm learning from the things that I've been through, and I look up to other people who do it a certain way, and I want to be better than what I've been doing. I'm just trying to measure where that is. What are your motivations? And I think you need to spend some time thinking about that. Are you doing this just because it's the next thing to do? I'm going to be a junior, I'm going to be a senior, I've already done this work, might as well be a leader next year. Are you doing it to kind of grow your resume, trying to get into a good college or to get a good job? What are the reasons that you're trying to do that? Also think about what do you think your band needs help with? Or your section, whatever leadership role you're trying to earn and to win. What do you think is a need for the group to grow and to be better? And how can you see your own skill set, either technically in the things that you know how to do, or in your communication skills or your people skills? How can you be a real asset to the band and to your section as you go forward? That's what we want to see. Not looking for people who are in this for just themselves. We want to see people who have an idea about what leadership is, have a curiosity for that, and mostly have sort of a service mindset into how they can help everybody get better and everybody grow. So even though this is a really basic, sort of simple question, and sometimes questions like this come across as being a little bit cliche, I think it's important to really spend some time about what you're signing up for. One of the things that I also think that young leaders need to learn is that being a leader is hard. Not just what you have to do, but the time commitment that you put in. There's a lot of extra time that gets involved. You're privy to a lot more communications from the directors and the staff members, and so you know more and you're expected to communicate that to others, and that takes time. Follow up and making sure that people do get the information, reaching out to them takes more time. But I think one of the most difficult things about being a leader is that you're just under the spotlight. You're under a bit of a microscope, and so with that comes some criticism. And I think a lot of times undue criticism. People sometimes like to complain, like to criticize their leaders, and so you've got to make sure that when that comes along, that you're being a leader for the right reasons, so that when the criticism comes, it doesn't discourage you from continuing, because you're not doing it for their approval anyway. You're doing it to really help make a genuine difference. So I think that's what I'd like to share with you today, is to just think about why you want to be a leader, what are those motivations, being able to communicate that from both your heart and your mind, and develop that sort of servant's heart and that servant's mindset. Thanks for joining us. Hope that you'll tune in again and see our next videos.